when you think about marketing in the direct-to-consumer realm, you have your funnel. So you have your awareness funnel, your conversion, your consideration. You're still going to have that awareness upper funnel for TV, but what's happened, how it's become more precise, is we have the ability to layer on these audiences that we didn't have before. So where we used to do broad kind of demo targeting, now we can bring in these condition-based audiences that allow us to become more precise. So now you don't have to just do age, gender. We can layer on these specific conditions so we can become more precise and reach those audiences and not waste those impressions that we used to go out and do that broad mass reach. So you're still going to need kind of that upper funnel tactic with TV, but we can get a lot more precise these days.
Healthcare marketing can be tricky. You have to be very careful. How is Takeda using data safely to connect with condition-specific audiences?
So Takeda is using condition-specific audiences in privacy-safe ways. So it's important for us as a brand to do things, obviously, with our own privacy-safe, compliant ways with our internal guidance, as well as bringing on partners who are using privacy-safe, compliant, condition-specific audiences. So I think kind of the beauty of what's happened, again, in the direct-to-consumer pharmaceutical world is that there are partners out there that are kind of meeting the needs of both what our company wants to do, which is putting patients first and respecting their privacy, as well as doing what's right, which is meeting the needs of serving them with content that is the right content for them. So again, you don't want to be serving content that's not related to their condition, that's not related to what they're interested in. So that's how we're meeting the needs at our company and on our brand in a privacy-safe way.
What's the role of programmatic in making TV more targeted and measurable?
So the role of programmatic in making TV more targeted and measurable is it allows for several different ways. I would say it allows you to be more precise in terms of the targetability. So going back to those condition-specific audiences, where programmatic allows us to, again, reach those audiences at the right time in their journey and move them down the funnel. It also allows us to be more nimble and flexible. So unlike in linear TV, we don't have always the ability or in other buys to move our dollars around. So programmatic allows us to move those dollars, test and learn, see what's working, and then make those changes. So it's really exciting to be that nimble and also test and learn. It also allows to have very specific measurable outcomes. So I think that's one of the big ones too, is in a very regulated environment where your dollars are very stringent, you want to have very health outcome-based measurements, and programmatic allows you to have that as well.
Speaking of measurable outcomes, what metrics matter most?
The metrics that matter most for our brand are specifically, we're looking at audience quality is incredibly important to us. So we want to make sure that our dollars, when we put them out into programmatic, into our digital ecosystem, that they are going to reach the most qualified patient. We balance that also with ensuring that those dollars are a cost per qualified audience. So, but there are other things you want to measure on the back end. It could be exciting things that are new that you can measure now, like doctor visits. So again, those more health outcome-based measurable aspects that we can now look at in the programmatic world that we couldn't before.